Hashtag the business crib right here on podcast with Masingita Yayina. Hashtag the business crib. Thank you, Bafetu. Welcome to another episode right here on podcast with Masingita. And this is the hashtag the business crib. And you know how we do this each and every day. We are pushing brands Kona La Ekaya and coming live from a Orange Farm. And we've got one of the biggest brands pushing Kasi economy all the way, Bafetu. And without any waste of time, let me just do this. First thing first, thank you so much for your support. And one important thing, guys, let's continue subscribing. Let's make sure that the notification bell is also, up and running, so that then each and every content that we put in there is also, being you're also being notified about it, basically. And today, as promised, guys, I've got on the Women's Month again, we are pushing women in business. And sure, I don't know where to start. I've got Sis Puleng, Skekete. Yo, welcome to the show, sis.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Man. Yeah, no, thank you so much. Yo, I'm so blessed. It's a Women's Month, and we are talking to ladies in business, ladies who are making things happen. Our pillars of strength. You guys, 9 months. And then you guys are producing wonderful stuff, understand? So thank you so much, and welcome to the hashtag the business crib right here on podcast with Masingita. And thank you so much for honoring the invitation. And I remember when I sent you the invitation, you didn't hesitate. You said, bring it on, brother, bring it on.
No, thank you very much for inviting me first and foremost. And I appreciate it. You said one of the biggest brands. Big. I think maybe that was an exaggeration.
No, it is.
But thank you.
Yeah. No, man. Thank you so much. And I think first thing first, we'd like to, wish you Women's, I would say month. On the 9th it was the Women's Day.
Yes.
But we're wishing you all the best and continue spreading your wings. You are doing good. We are very inspired. And I think out there's a lot of ladies who will be inspired about your story as to where it all started. I think without any waste of time, let's just talk about who's behind the brand. Let's talk about the lady herself, Puleng. Who's Puleng and where is she from? Creating such magic for us. Coming away from Ekasi all over the world out there is watching, and they want to know who's behind this, marvelous and beautiful brand.
Okay, Puleng. I'm from here. Literally, 10 minutes away.
Okay.
It's a Orange Farm, born and bred. Go extension 8A. When my parents moved here, Mama Ari, there were 2-3 cuckoos, down the road, but then there wasn't anything big really happening at the time. And I went to school here.
Okay.
I went to my high school right here, and afterwards I went to UJ.
Oh, okay.
And so it started. I even worked here. My first permanent job was based Orange Farm.
Oh, okay.
Born through and through an Orange Farm.
Wow. So you had to come back to the community and pay your dues.
No matter.
Nice one. No, thank you so much, man. And it's so nice and inspiring that we've got people like yourself who've started Kona La Ekasi, and they didn't hesitate to come back and give back to the community. Like you said, your first, permanent job, you were working Kona La Ekasi, Orange Farm. And let's talk about having, I know this is your brand, but let's talk about the journey itself, where it all started. Is it something that started while you were at school, or is it something that, while you were studying at tertiary level, or tell me about all this, the brand itself, how it all started.
When you've tried things so many times and you keep on failing. Mina ngikwitha kanjani?
Serious?
I promise you, I am such a quitter. So I'll do something, and then if it doesn't work, I'm like, okay, goodbye, right? But then with business, I just kept on going back and back and back, right? It started literally in primary school. I used to sell my ice, like the 20-cent one before you have to boil. Like 2 6. So I used to buy that.
Before.
I want to mix. I want to have a flavor. Yeah, it started there.
Okay.
Right. So I've always been an entrepreneur at heart. My maternal side of the family, they are all entrepreneurs at heart. Right. Yeah. It's either they've tried this or sold that or whatever, but they've always been around doing business. So that was me also. So I started early. And yeah, I've had a lot of businesses that failed. But when I started this one, it was 2019. Wow. And then that's when I discovered good time. And I've been drinking a lot of wine. I've been tasting lots and lots of wines. And I know how I want my wine to look like, how I want my bottle to look like, how I want, you know, the whole thing to look like. And that's when I started. I knocked on a few doors in Stellenbosch.
Wow!
And
so you know the Stellenbosch mafias? Hey.
No, I don't know that.
Okay.
I promise you, so just not on the smaller doors, not the big ones.
Not the big
not
ones.
The big guns.
No, I know.
Yeah.
You're heading there, eh?
Definitely.
If you connected to the Stellenbosch guys, definitely you're going there.
Yeah, no, they are based in the best region really in order for them to make wine for us and the rest of the world because they export quite a lot.
Exactly,
right? Yeah. So due to COVID, we couldn't start in 2019. And we had to, you know, like hold off a lot of stuff, taste things, you know, no, I don't want it to taste like this. Can you try this or give me that or blend, you know, some of these things. So that's when it all started. And when I got my first box, I remember it was around June in 2020. Yes, and then they were like, okay, we hope this satisfies you. And I tasted it. I'm like, I'm happy. Let's go for it. And so we started hitting the market on the 1st of October in 2020.
Wow! So 1st of October 2020, that's when you started hitting the market. That's when your bottle started going to the shelf, whereby people could say, I'm buying Dinako.
Yes, so we started like that. On social media, people would then start ordering. I'm still cooking the website. I don't know what's wrong with me and this website. It should be ready, right, for people to just click add on cart and check out. But it cuts that personal relationship that I'm building with my customers, and then I'm not sure as to, you know, do I want to do it or not. But we'll see. We'll see. But yes, that's the journey of Dinako.
Okay, so let's talk about the name.
Okay.
You're Dinako, and it's a Sotho name, I believe. And Dinako, for me, I think it talks about times. And maybe you can share to our viewers out there what it means, Dinako. I mean, I'm thinking Dinako, wine, you are tipsy, Dinako, wine. So maybe Dinako to the time to think about your life. Just take us through the name, man. It's so interesting, eh?
Sure. I used to bounce off these names with a very, very young creative guy, but to Tabang. He's based in White City.
Shout out to Tabang.
Shout out to Tabang. Oh,
shout out Tabang.
Shout out Tabang, wherever you are. I hope you're good. But yeah, so we used to bounce off names, but then we couldn't find one thing. And then I went home and then I told my husband, I'm like, you know what? Whatever the wine should do is to bring good times to people. Therefore, good times, Dinako. It's a monati because it tastes nice. You see?
Okay.
Yeah, you see when I walked in here. Since baby or Lily said, like,
let's let her do this then. We wanna see which these Dinakos, are they making sense or what? They say ladies first. Okay, so while I'm pouring this, so I just want to understand. You said you went to Stellenbosch. I don't know how to pour wine. Is it enough like this?
Yeah, no, it's perfect.
Okay. They say you mustn't fill up the glass because you need to breathe.
I want us to decolonize all of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I just want to find out, like in terms of maybe just take us through how the process of doing the wine itself. Like, do you have a farm as well, or do you go and buy certain things to be processed? Maybe just take us through, because maybe one of the guys out there, they would like to do this, and how does it go about?
Okay, so you know what people say about timing, right? That timing is quite perfect. You know, I don't have a farm as yet. Okay. I'm moving towards a winery, not necessarily a farm, but a winery. So, what I do is I have a farm, like a wine farm that I work with. There are many amazing women out there who have the resources that we don't have. You know, shout out. They know themselves. Yeah, so these women then supply me with whatever that I need, right? They do a lot of work behind these bottles. So when they come through to me, it's just me hitting it on the market to all my customers. But yeah, they listen to me quite a lot. I'm sure sometimes they're tired of my emails, like, oh, I don't want it, oh, it's too sweet, oh no, it's too whatever, yes. So yeah, they are working with the ones, they have all the resources. Sometimes we do rent bins here and there by renting a bin, but this wooden thing.
That's a casket, like
yes.
Okay,
so you can rent those things if you don't have the resources yourself, like myself, because I don't have 20 million for now. Right, yes.
So for now, I love that. Positiveness. Let's cheers to that. For now, to good life. Okay. Wow, okay.
Yeah.
It's dry?
Yes, it is dry. It's a dry rosé.
Yes.
So again, a sweet rosé, like the one that we know, the famous reddish one. That looks nice. I currently have a lady pink on the market.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a sweet red. But then I'm not a sweet person, so I normally strive towards dry and things. Yes, so that's when I got this one as well. It probably came a year later after I started. Yeah, but like I said, these women are so supportive. They will then give you options. Hey, there's this, that. Which one do you want to come and bring both of them, and then I'll tell you which one I'll put on the market. So I drink a lot of wine, I taste a lot of wine. Yeah, I live wine after work.
Wow! That one deserves a poem, right? After work, Okay, guys, we are tempted. My crew, you guys can also enjoy the wine. Yeah, so I just want to find out, you've raised the most important aspect in terms of the other ladies that you're working with. So I think the biggest question is, are they from around, like in townships, or is it people that are elsewhere? So how's it going? Because I think the whole point, we try by all means to circulate the money within the township economy. So I just want to find out, those ladies, are they also from the townships, or how's the connection going there?
Okay, great. So the ladies that I've just mentioned now are directly from Stellenbosch.
Oh, okay,
so
Stellenbosch.
These are then the ladies who have the resources, the wines, the farms. They've
been there.
They've been there.
Always.
Always. They export everywhere. And then they're exporting also to a little lady right here. But then in terms of us circulating money within the township economy, specifically, these wines are not just them me selling them as they are. I put them in packages, so I do wine packaging, right? So I do wine gifting. So every time somebody says, hi, you know what, hey, my wife, hey, what birthday, I forgot the anniversary, I'm like, okay, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. Put in this wine right here, and then I put in every other thing that you can think of, be it dried fruits, biltong, you name it.
Chocolates.
Chocolates.
And not only just ordinary chocolates. I've seen your page. There was this Lindos.
Yes,
it goes with quality chocolate.
You must impress the ladies.
Nice one.
So that's how I contribute towards us circulating the money. So I mix everything. I mix sport.
Yes. I saw that, especially when you did the what is it, Father's Day special.
Exactly.
I saw that.
You see, so we play around. I like playing around with brands all the time. Today I'm collecting gem. Just
wow.
So I'm gonna put this gem somewhere for a corporate gift order that I'm having right now.
Wow, this is nice, eh? Lisiho will tell you, we always talk about collaboration in this show, and I think you've answered that question. I don't even have to ask that question. And big up to that, man. We are really inspired. I think it's a Women's Month, and I think it's only fair that I also include Sister V on this conversation, so that she can also throw in her ones and twos, because she's a DJ after all, so she can mix this conversation to me. Wow. Over to you, Sister V.
Please invite Sister V.
Nice to meet you. For iskhathi, just to know you a bit better, Mina, I'd love a collaboration, because I'm actually a founder, director and CEO of Pila Lashes, so I've got my own lashes. So I don't know, maybe we can talk about it after here. So that's why Namaleshes just a gift for a Women's Day, even if no man is paid, but then yeah. But I've got more information that I want to know and more questions that I want to ask. But then I'll just leave you through it for now and get to know you a bit more.
Can I order?
Yeah, for sure.
Right here, let's check the business clip.
All right, thank you. I cannot wait. I love playing around with everything. So
For sure.
Lectures are more than welcome. Thank you.
Wow,
Thank
nice.
you.
Mrs. Puleng, let's talk about your pricing strategy, because I know very well in each and every business. What do you mean?
Pricing. You just mentioned pricing.
Yeah, I think it's very important because you are in competition with a lot of brands out there who've been in the game, and so let's talk about your pricing strategy. How do you determine which my bottle? Maybe tell us how much is this bottle and what pushes you to charge a certain amount of money.
Okay, so I'll take it from where it's sitting right now.
Okay.
I sell one bottle of any typical wine that I have 5 types.
Okay.
I have sparkling. I sell it for 150 because it's bubbly, but it's not necessarily cheaper.
Yes.
And then the others I sell them for 90 rand, and then a dry red, because just renting that bean is slightly pricier than the normal ones. Then I sell it for 95 rand. Right?
Okay.
So we bring it down. Dinako is a brand.
Yes.
Right? So when they give me the bottle, it's naked usually, right? So I then have to then put in my brand. Right? So I have to put in that front sticker, Dinako, blah blah blah. That is costly on its own, because you know you have to check a certain type of sticker that you want. I'm sure when you walk around a store and then you somehow come across an aisle, and you see that everybody plays around with whatever that they want, right? But in order for you to play around, they charge.
Exactly.
And if you order in smaller quantities like myself, because I'm not there yet whereby I can say bring a pallet. A pallet is, my lord, it's many bottles of wine, right? We're talking 112 boxes.
Oh, boxes.
Boxes.
Wow.
So you can only imagine
and the
how
boxes,
many,
how many 12?
you get. Sometimes 12, sometimes 6, right?
Oh,
Depends on where you get it. So where will I even store now all of that wine? So I'm ordering in smaller quantities. But if you order in small quantities, then the prices go up. For just anything, the printing, everything is just so high. So that's when then you're like, okay, how much am I gonna get out of this? And with just the wine itself, really, I'm not getting a lot. I'm almost breaking even. Let's just put it like that, right? However, when I put it then in wine gifting,
that's when
then I managed to, make a little bit, or something, so that the business grows and then it funds more things that I want. Because, like I told you, I want to have a winery for myself. I want people to, wake up and look pretty and come to my wine bar and have wine and, nice conversations and have different types of cheese and blah, blah, blah. But in order for me to get there, I have to work, 10 times harder. So that's the pricing, basically. I'm not yet in an advantage of, putting in quite a good price. But I have to say the support has been amazing. People don't even complain to say, oh, it's 90 rand. I mean, there's Frosty for 50 rand, but they still say, no, give us Dinako. And I'm grateful for that. My goodness, I'm grateful to everybody who's ever ordered a bottle. I don't know, I've sold maybe over 1,000 now, right?
Wow,
yes.
Wow, that's great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm grateful.
Yeah, no, that's quite interesting. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
And I think that leads me to let's talk about your marketing strategy in terms of in terms of the township economy, because what is the current challenges that you're facing, maybe, because we know there's a lot of pubs or chilling places whereby people can go and have a good time, but do you get some sort of, maybe let me put it in this way, have you started taking Dinako to those places around Ekasi or in different cases out there to say, guys, here's my bottle, can you maybe try it out for your customers out there?
No. And there's only one reason for that. I've had many conversations, plenty all over, from Range Farm to Sosselberg, wherever I've been, and guys like you give me a platform to then talk about these things, and after these conversations someone will come and say, what, I have a pub, I have this, I have that, can we do this? However, like I said, the way I'm trying to drive it, right? I was first solely focused on like e-commerce.
Okay.
Like I wanted this to be purely online. And then when I started the wine gifting, because it was purely motivated by just the red tapes that you get.
Yeah.
So you need this in order to get that license or that license or that license. So when it pushed me to wine gifting, that's when I'm like, okay, so I can be net florist, you know, but for the black people. So that's when I started thinking, let me stop looking at other things. There are many. I mean, I can sell this wine almost anywhere and everywhere, but then how do I want to position myself in the market?
Wow.
That's then the question for me. And I thought, okay, maybe not so much, you know, putting it into each and every pub. There are bigger brands that manage to do all of that. What if I can't even deliver? When you say you want 2,000 bottles of wine, I'm like, I don't have 2,000 bottles. So I thought to myself, create, you know, a niche type of thing, you know, position yourself properly in the market and you'll definitely get clients. If I've been surviving for 2 years, it means maybe somewhere I'm doing something right. Somewhere, I don't know, we'll see.
Wow.
We'll see. Yeah.
No, man, that's great. You reminded me of the conversation I had with Musito Ispoti.
Yes.
You know, he said I mustn't call his brand a local brand.
He's a brand.
Yeah,
right?
it's a brand,
yeah, he's
and
a brand.
it's a premium brand.
Yes.
Yeah, you know. So I mean, I'm listening to your response towards that. I'm definitely sure that this is a premium brand.
Yes.
So you can't just mess around with it. Because it collaborates with big brands out there. You understand? No, that's good. So let's talk about your SWOT analysis.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think that's the most important part. What keeps Dinako going? What has been your strength to make sure that this brand, when we wake up or when we want to drink wine, we call you. But what has been your motivation, or what is your strength towards making sure that there's consistency in this brand?
Okay, I was hoping that when we do this, what we take it from back till forward.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we can do that.
Right? Yeah, I'm already imagining this whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
so, let's talk about the challenges.
Okay, cool.
All right. The threads.
Yeah. So let's start with the threads.
Yeah.
Threads is.
I like that you're driving the conversation. Ladies, man.
Hope all the ladies are proud of me out there. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so the threads, not necessarily other black women out there with their brains and their wines and whatnot. For me, that is a good thing. It means if 10 of us are doing it, then in the next coming 2-3 years there'll be more, which is then good, right? My thread is that I'm trying to decolonize wine. Okay. I don't necessarily call that bottle a Sauvignon Blanc, right? I just call it white, like white wine.
White wine. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't want to call it with all of these complicated names and whatnot, and sometimes that becomes a threat because there is a certain market of people who are wine fans and wine lovers, and they know their wine to the T, right? So when you say, oh no, I only have white and blah blah, and like, no girl, give me more details. What's in the white? Is it a Chardonnay? Is it, how old is it? And then if you say, it's like 2020, they're like, I want at least 10 years or more. So you see, that's where my threads are at, because sometimes even game, I can't afford that bottle 10 years and all that.
Exactly,
sometimes I'm lucky. Sometimes those ladies do give me good wine, whereby it's like 10 years and older, and I'm grateful, right? And I don't have to pay maybe an extra cent for it. But it's then a threat if I cannot satisfy that market that is very specific with their wines. I'm trying, but I'm not saying 100% I do satisfy them to the T. Yeah, sometimes I have to let you down. I have a blend of red, it's a blend of Merlot and a Shiraz. It's not a Shiraz, it's not a Merlot, right? But then they are very specific with their wine. And like a bigger market of mine who just want what?
Sure.
Whether it's sweet or dry, but they don't really care about Merlot is a Shiraz, it's a whatever. They don't care, they want wine. You see, so that's where I think my threats. But again, if we're gonna have a winery, then I'm gonna have to deal with that and tackle it head on. So yeah, I'm working on it. I'm definitely gonna cater for each and every one out there soon enough. Sure,
those names that you've mentioned, there's a name you've mentioned now. Like, do you study those things or what? The type of white wine. Is it something that you research on?
Okay. I hope my parents are not gonna see this podcast. But when I was studying at UJ, we used to buy a lot of wine because it was slightly cheaper than I'm a 6-pack,
Yes.
you know, also, yeah, it cost my 6
5 liters.
Yeah, 5 liters,
exactly.
you know, yeah, so, I was always curious to know, I know we're drinking wine, but what isn't, you know?
Okay.
Yes, so I will then try to go for a different type every single time, so that's how I learned all of these types and, you know, how mature wine is, and yeah, that's how I learned it. It was just self-taught, really. Yeah, it was just me playing around. I didn't know I was going to have a brand then, but I'm grateful that I did.
And what you started in UJ, was it in line with what you currently do?
No, but it's in line with what I do at Kind Regards
Oh,
every
okay.
day.
No, that's good.
Yes,
that's
no,
good.
there was absolutely nothing about entrepreneurship. There was nothing about, no, it was, yes, based on management, which then I'm grateful for, because then I can see, okay, what I learned there by first year or second year, I'm seeing it here and there. Yes, you just asked me what a SWOT analysis is. Imagine if I hadn't come across, but you know exactly, but then, you know, all of the theory there, you know, it helps me now.
It's very important.
Yes, because now I know, okay, you know, in order to do this, you need to know that and understand that. So yeah.
No, hey, I'm enjoying this. It's nice.
Good.
Yeah. So, you guys can never.
No, abaphuza abadakwa abantu.
Guys, it's time. It's good time.
Yeah.
No,
so,
man, that's good. That's interesting.
Yes. So we did the threats, right?
Yeah.
So weaknesses. Mina would say my weaknesses. Money.
Ish.
I'm sure every black entrepreneur out there will tell you that you know, we try. I mean, this is purely self-financed. By the way, I haven't borrowed a single cent from anyone to buy anything, right? I just don't get paid. I'm the founder and general worker of Dinako Wine. I do the deliveries, I do the preparations, I do everything, because I cannot afford, you know, to bring in all of those people to help me with it. And yes, I think I'm finally at the time where I honestly can't anymore. I can't do everything and anything. And God willing, my number one employee will be with me very, very soon.
That's nice.
Yes. Very, very soon.
I want to talk about that in terms of money. But what are some of the strategies that you've implemented to cut this burden that you're currently having, to say you can't, it's like you said, you are the one who's sponsoring the company. I know it takes a lot from us, even with this channel, all of us here, we are contributing, no sponsor, no nothing, but we try, you understand? But what are some of the strategies that you think, you know, might lower the burden? Like, maybe I might give you an example in terms of offering shares to people to be part of the brand itself. Have you thought about that? So what are some of the strategies that you might come up with, or you're not in that position at the moment?
No. So firstly, I believe in respecting money. Right, my first permanent job, the one that I was doing right here, it was in the banking sector, right? I was working for a certain bank, and it taught me to respect money. When it comes to business, I do not play with money. Don't mess with my money. Do you understand? I don't play like that. You will not take a case and then I will not get exactly what I had quoted you for. I don't play with money. Even myself, you see, I brought 2 wines. Yeah, I want to do an EFT. Nice.
Oh, I got this for free.
Never.
So it's paid for.
Yes.
Wow,
yes, the game has to pay in order to show off to the people.
Okay, no, that's
yes,
that's good. That's good.
So I believe in being very disciplined financially, and I'll tell you why. Right now, I don't sponsor my business anymore. You see this thing of I'm contributing. I don't do that anymore because I respect the money. Everything goes to it. Now it funds itself. I honestly, I'm at the point where I'm really enjoying the little that I get from my Kind Regards without having to share with Dinako. Dinako is now independent, right? You have your own account, I have mine. We do not mix, right? Yes. So that is firstly the strategy that I had. I knew you have to, you know, stop scrolling and you start walking. You know what I mean? Yes. It's not necessarily running a marathon, but it's not crawling either. It's walking. You know what I mean? And I promise you, I don't know. I can't remember the last time I said, let me take 1,000 rand and put. I'd be lying to you.
Sure. Wow.
Don't. Yes. But in terms of shares and whatnot, see that winery that one
Oh yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's when I'm coming. Yeah. So if we get to that point where I feel like, okay, I might need, to buy property or list it out or whatever, and where can I get more funding? And if shares are, like the safe option at the time, and then maybe I'll go for them. I don't necessarily have to go for safe options. I understand that it's risky to run a business. We are, on our way in this very room. However, I'll consider it when the time comes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I like to thug it out first and see if I can cope. And if I'm struggling, then I'll be like, okay, then let me knock. Yeah, but I try first. Then once I've failed, then I will.
Oh wow, that's interesting. Let's you wanna come through? You guys have a strong relationship.
No, I've known her for quite a few years.
Yeah.
And it makes me happy they're actually able, to do big things like she's doing. It wasn't easy starting, and it's again not easy maintaining the business as it is because there are much challenges and all those other things. But seeing her progress and push the way she does, I know, big up to her.
Thank you.
Big up to her.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I thought you were going to ask her about what happened in the high school time.
No. We are focusing on this.
Thank you.
No. Yes, whatever we're talking about, it must never take away from Dinako because the focus is about Dinako.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I like what she said. She has separated the accounts. There's a Dinako account. That's Puleng account, so we can't mix the two.
Yeah.
So exactly, we can't mix this conversation of the high
But she's
school.
not telling you, Berlin and I, we've always been literally like getting along like the house on fire.
Serious?
From day one up until now. Yeah.
Up until today.
Yeah. I'm not drama.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
not drama.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, no.
So talking about that, Banyana wa drama and getting along with Lesego and with other guys as well. I mean, it's a women's month, and I think I'm going to pose this question again to you because with my previous guest, I've also asked, the support towards women to women. It's a bit challenging out there. And as women, there's jealousy, there's this and that and that. And how have you been balancing that? Because I know it's a struggle. You end up having a lot of male friends compared to female friends, you understand? So, or maybe it hasn't happened to you, but if it had, how was the response from the side?
Okay, so I like it when women write their own narratives, right? I honestly do not like it when somebody determines how our relations with other women are like. Then they will say, yeah, very no more or antandani or whatever. For me, personally, women have been amazing. Women are the heart of Dinako. Yes, I will tell you. Thereby the strengths. Women make 50% of those strengths for this business.
Wow.
Right? Yes.
Wow.
Women show me so much love. It's not even funny. Just recently there was a what can I call it, like a business meeting with Orange Farm entrepreneurs, right?
Is it a business shower?
Yeah, like a business shower. Yes.
See, I know those words that you guys use.
Yeah, like a business shower, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so it was the intro towards just, progressing to a proper like business shower. Hey, what do you need for your podcast? We can get you this and this and that, all of those things. And I left that room with so many conversations from women. Like positive conversations. She mentioned lashes. I'm like, she reminds me of that shower, yeah, women were saying, yeah, I do nails, I do this, I do that. And it's amazing. Women are super amazing. I love women. I believe that women are phenomenal. Oh my goodness, women are phenomenal. You started this conversation just praising women and what they're capable of. So I cannot to focus on negative things.
Nice.
For me, it's absolutely not worth my time. I could have, compiled a nice hamper for somebody, or I could have, tasted a biltong somewhere else, and then I decided, this is cheaper than, where I usually get it, let me try it. I could have done a lot of things to hate on some uncles. My heart is this small. Imagine using it for hate. All of it are impossible. So no, I'm not going to hate on anybody. I'm going to support women. And yes, we want to agree on everything. How do melani on everything, right?
True,
yes. And we can address each other respectfully. So say, hi, you know what, yes, I understand that, you took time to prepare the lashes. I think that, if you can add a little bit of volume, maybe then I would be happier. There are ways to address situations and talk about them respectfully. So, and I believe that women, deserve that type of respect as well. Whether it's just amongst one another or with other people out there, for me it doesn't matter. But yeah, I love women.
Sure.
Everybody knows.
What an answer. What an answer. Sister V, you want to come through? I'm full of Valang apart. It's a woman's month.
I'm actually enjoying the show. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah.
So for me, like I do agree, Nai. As much as she says Ubuti, she's got a very small heart. So imagine using that heart for negative. So I think as a person, signs are always there. If you understand. So once you see it, that's when you step back. But Nakona, you're not going to be rude as much as she said, Ubuti, in a respectful manner. So I definitely do understand her, and I totally agree with you. I totally we are very, that's why I see Mbogo, because we're very strong. It's just ukuthi nje kunalaba. Yabona laba. Yabona laba.
You guys don't focus on them.
Exactly.
That's important.
Yeah.
You don't focus on them.
No.
Don't focus on
most definitely don't focus on them. But it's very, very important to be very cautious. Yes. Okay? Because of laba, you might think they are nice to you. Gandhi, they are way, but they way ahead when they can already plan. We'll take you 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, which is something of because it is true. As much as city, we need to be positive and all that. So just be cautious. And I'm a sign mawabona balega. Yeah, and it's sometimes ube in a relation, in a friendship zone nomuntu for so many years, and then you can still say hi.
That's true.
So yeah.
Wow. Wow, women's month, Baba. Women's month.
Yeah, she just said red flags. Thank you. I'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I thought she was going to ask this, but I'm going to take this opportunity to ask you.
Be brave.
Yes, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you. Must I ask you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Who's your role model? Who inspires you?
Firstly, my parents.
Okay.
My parents don't have fancy jobs. They don't have fancy anything, but they are the most hardest working people that they work. My dad is 60. What's that overtime? 60.
Wow.
You see, yeah, I'll probably get there and they'll be like, okay, Papa. They call him at 1 a.m. He wakes up. And he goes to work and he's 60. He's been working ever since I knew him. Do you see? So yeah, my parents are definitely my biggest role models because their work ethic for me inspires me to work harder and harder and harder. And if I feel like I'm tired, I think of them and I'm like, okay, well, stop whining.
I'm tired at this age.
Yes, yeah, why am I tired? Yes, go work, work harder. And definitely I push myself. Number 2, Bonang Mateba.
Another inspiration.
So she's been mentioned a couple of times.
No, there was someone which was mentioned. So now it's Bonang. So all these ladies, I want them to be aware that you guys, they are playing a role and you guys are mentioning them on this show.
We are watching. We are watching. We said something about we cannot do anything about those women out there who possess certain characteristics that are probably not desirable, right? But Ubonang always says you must starve your destruction and feed your focus. So instead of focusing on all of that negativity, focus on where you want to go. If you want money, make more money. So I like listening to her. I feel like she's amazing. She's amazing for South Africa, And if we're talking internationally, then Queen Beyonce.
Oh!
Yeah,
Queen B times 2.
yes, yeah, Queen B squared.
Yeah.
Yes, no, she's
Wow.
amazing. I love her as an artist, but I love her more as an entrepreneur. You see, she's doing this as Ivy Park type of things.
So what?
Yes.
This thing?
Yes.
I thought it's a cow.
Ah, when I was no
I thought it was a cow.
Yes. So she has a brand with Adidas, right?
Yeah.
That's Ivy Park Adidas, and
Okay.
she has Park World, as a company. Before and she worked so hard to buy it back, right? And now she owns it fully. I mean, as much as she won't declare, I'm probably thinking she's probably a billionaire sitting there. Her and Jay-Z are like, no, I have money. I'm like, oh yeah, I have more money. That type of thing. Yeah. So I love her. I love her as an entrepreneur, as a businesswoman. Love her. So yeah, those are my role models.
I love her perfume as well, Beyonce Heat.
Yes. Oh girl, I buy like the small bottle, but yeah, I only afford it 30 mils.
Yeah, it is so nice.
It is beautiful.
Very
Yes,
nice.
she's amazing. Yeah. So yeah, those are my role models in a nutshell.
And apparently she's shy.
Yeah.
But the way she's pushing, wow.
Yeah, like on stage, she's
On
a
stage,
beast, right?
yeah,
Yeah, you
but
think,
still.
what? But then, I think she's shy. Also, her interviews, I think, she's very shy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sure. No, I mean, I'm impressed. I think we spoke about a lot, man. You've touched the whole, SWOT analysis part now. So,
yeah. But you didn't ask about my strengths.
I wanted to go there.
Opportunities.
I wanted to go there.
Yeah.
But now, since then you've mentioned it, I think the wine now is playing a role. I don't know.
Maybe to you, because I only had like two sips.
I'm forward.
When are you? How should I behave?
So I think let's talk about the opportunities now. Having noted though that you've mentioned that you have a relationship with the guys from Stellenbosch, and I know, but I stand to be corrected. I know this industry mostly it's male dominated, and again it's I would say it's white people dominated.
Yes.
What you call
100%.
business. We don't have to be hide it out there, because we know very well when you go to those functions, there are a lot of white people out there. You are a black woman, young, you entered to this, hey. I was talking to Kenny Morrison.
Yes.
And I asked him the very same question, that you're doing this business which is white dominated. So what opportunities have you seen there, and what has been your strength towards this? So I'm killing
two birds with one stone.
Thank you. So you can answer those questions.
Sure.
Yeah.
Firstly, shout out to Kenny.
Yes.
Hi, buddy. That's my good friend out there.
Yeah.
Yes. So with then the strengths and the opportunities that you get from just being, a person who's trying to, sort of like play in a different market, is that like I told you, I want to decolonize wine.
Yes.
People who are not scared to pronounce MLO. Come to me and buy, because I will take a red wine.
Yes.
And like, yes, you go buy red wine. You understand? So you tap into a market that is not, focused on classism, right? There's a lot of classism out there, right? Yeah, I want those. I don't want all of that. Kirekisa wine, kirekisa the package wine, and you get value for your money.
Yes.
So yes, I want to be relatable. Firstly, I'm relatable, and I build relationships with all my clients. So much so that they keep coming back, and for me it was not necessarily the plan, but then I see that it's working. Once I've sold you a package for your wife's birthday or your girlfriend's birthday, or all of them, if you have 5 of them at the same time, you come back again, because it's winner Valentine, yes, plan, sister, that's all I get. And I feel like those are literally my strengths, and also the opportunities that I get out of it, because I did a hamper for you, and then guys, I'm selling but hey, closing what functions, what my package I take for whatever department, and I start doing those. Right, a lady came to me. She says, "Hey, you know what? I've tasted your sparkling wine. Can you cater for my wedding?" A year later, I'm doing weddings.
Wow.
Right? Yes, I'm doing weddings. I think this is gonna be the 8th wedding I'm doing.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's like a big order, because I mean, the weddings are big for black people.
Exactly,
So big money for me too. And it's not even the market that I was going for, really. Yes, put it on the label, play on, so that you feel like, you're special, and you feel like it's personalized to me. So yeah, if you go on my Instagram, you'll see some of the labels, the social prints and the pieces in Amazulu. So yes, I feel like if you don't restrict yourself too much and you play, like I love to play. So you play, and then that's where you get, your strengths and opportunities, and you make more money here.
Wow, that is great, because that reminds me of saying that if you treat your customer in a good manner and you show the good customer experience, then automatically your story will be shared out there. And obviously, once your story gets shared, you'll be able to attract more customers. And like you said, you end up stepping to other ventures, like in terms of now you're dealing with weddings. You understand? So there's a lot. You'll be dealing with unveilings. You understand? So there's a lot, exactly. There's a lot of opportunities out there, but it all goes to how you treat your customers.
Yes.
I mean, how do you respond to customers? And I think one of the most important parts that I've noticed in business, and it's all about customer experience.
Yeah.
If a customer comes into Dinako and the experience is low, unfortunately, forget about that customer.
Yeah.
But if I come to Dinako and the customer experience it's on top of the level, then automatically it's easy for me to, even when I'm sitting with Abolisiho out there, we're having a bottle of water, I say, no man, I bought this for my wife. I mean, it's quite reasonable. It's one of our own, let's support her, and then they exchange the numbers, then they start. It's all about the experience after all. Understand? But yeah, no, thank you so much. Sister V, you want to come through before we close, man?
Alcohol,
Alcohol for them.
Yeah, I'm never shy with it. I'm not shy with it. Yeah. No, I'm definitely not shy. I think the lowest that I have is 10.5.
Oh, 10.5.
Lowest. So yes, we go up from there. So yeah, you are guaranteed to be moved to a different level.
So was it year higher?
Yeah.
What happens?
It's in the manner in which they produce it. Sometimes the timing of it works quite correctly.
Okay.
So yes, you push it with maybe let's say maybe in 3 months, then we'll start bottling it, and then you're like, but let's push it up a notch, and then they manage to do that nicely. It's just, your grapes and stuff, so there aren't a lot of too many chemicals on it. So your timing then is your strength, hence why you pay 200 more for a bottle of whiskey or cognac, right? That is 15 years older than, Lea Shivas that you'd probably, pay 400 for. So the timing of it is quite great. So yes, then that's how it goes up. That's as far as I know. But then I'm curious as to when I'm now producing it myself.
Yourself.
What am I going to learn? What am I going to discover more? Because I cannot wait to tap into that space as well when I start, doing the whole production myself. And I cannot wait. I'll probably tell you guys whenever that happens, and invite it again here. Like we're washing blankets, Yes, we probably do all of that. But yes, I cannot wait to learn more about it. Yeah, but yeah, so far that's as much as I know in terms of it. Yeah, but I just love it. I feel like if you're gonna buy wine and you're gonna pay 90 rand for it or more, the least it can do for you is to feel a little bit hot.
Must give you the buzz.
Yes, it must give you the buzz. Yes.
So in terms of health, because I heard wine is good. How does it work? Okay,
you see, Mina, I always learn from my clients when it comes to that. You get someone saying, try red because the doctor said I should have like a glass, whatever. So I'm like, for real, Mina, I've always been drinking wine because I want to get sloshed. It's not because of health reasons, I don't want to lie, but I get a lot of education from my clients. They teach me a lot of it, and I now know, if you have a glass like this and whatnot, it's good for your health, it's good for your heart, it's good for your whatever. And of course, your surveys, right, on the internet, they are different, some would say it's good for it and some would say it's not. Hence why I'm saying the best teachers for me are my clients. Yes.
So, that's good, man. Sure. No, thank you so much, my sister, for being part of the conversation. I'm gonna open up for Nisiko again.
Okay.
I know definitely
You must not be
this time.
shy.
Yeah, you must not be shy.
No, into bengifunukubuza usi how do the people order? Because I'm sure when people are watching this, they want to know how do they go about ordering the wine. So how do they get a hold of you to place their orders?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, so it's Dinako Wine and Hampers on Facebook. Just send me a DM and we'll definitely, make sure that the order is with you. I also have an Instagram page saying Dinako Wine Hampers. They can always send me a DM there. Puleng Skekete on Twitter. I don't have a Twitter page for business. And yeah, soon enough I should be sharing, the link to the website. And yeah, if we get there, hopefully, God willing. So that's how they can get a hold of the wines. They're not on the shelves on any store, whether it's Spar, whatever. They're not there yet. I'm not even sure if they'll ever be there. Like I said, I wanted to play around e-commerce. So yeah, hopefully, yes. The website will be up and running soon. And yeah, that's it. That's where you can find me.
And take more pictures, man.
I knew I was gonna be crucified for that.
Take more pictures of you with your wine now.
I'm very shy, and I'm not a big social media person. I'm always told it's a struggle. I always say my first employee will be someone who's gonna be managing social media and all that, because I'm not a social media person. I'm just trying to push myself because I have a business and I want to make money. But in all honesty, I spend my time with textbooks and whatnot, and
strategies.
That's just me. Just working, behind the scenes, doing assessments and stuff. So, so yeah.
No, my sister, thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, we really appreciate your time. I know in business time is money, but
yes.
I'm definitely sure that the time that you spend with us, it will multiply. And thank you so much for inspiring ladies out there, women in particular as well, that will be watching this show. And wherever you are, who will be watching this show. I mean, the show go over to United States, Germany, India.
Yeah, you don't say.
And Brazil.
Everywhere. So
that's amazing.
whoever is watching this show, guys, please be inspired. People coming from townships and they are killing it in terms of business. And this is a wine. It's a wine business. The name is Dinako. You can get it. As she did explained, it's an exclusive one. It's a premium brand, by the way. So yeah, thank you so much, my sister. We wish you all the best, and we definitely sure after this interview, 10 times orders will be coming through.
Thank you for the blessings.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Me.
All right, thank you guys. Peace, enjoy.
Bye.
Dinako.